Tonight, the World Health Organization says the epicenter of this global pandemic has now shifted from China to Europe. Italy alone just today reporting another 250 deaths in just the past 24 hours. And at midnight tonight, that new travel ban from Europe to the U.S. goes into effect. Americans racing to get home amid confusion. The White House trying to make it clear now that the ban will not affect Americans, but many said that clarification did little to ease the alarm. ABC's Maggie Rulli from London tonight.
Tonight, Americans racing to get home before new travel restrictions on Europe kick in at midnight.
Many Americans are getting on this train to Heathrow, trying to catch what they think could be some of the last flights back to the U.S.
President Trump this afternoon announcing new rules for those coming back.
Citizens, permanent residents, and our families, any of the families returning from Europe will be subject to extra screening as well as self-isolation for a period of 14 days.
But many travelers were left bewildered by the president's initial announcement Wednesday, which didn't immediately say Americans are exempt from the ban.
Did it take you a while to figure out what the rules were?
Yeah, it's very confusing. It still is. There seems to be, if you go to one site for like the White House or the Department of State or Homeland Security, it seems like they're conflicting information.
And it can be expensive. One family says they spent $8,000 for 3 one-way tickets.
You can argue about money later, but I feel like they were putting a price tag on people's safety, and that's scary, especially for people who can't afford it.
Das war ein grotesker Auftritt.
Tonight, one top German official calling the travel ban, quote, grotesque. The exodus from Europe comes as Italy begins a military airlift of patients after its deadliest day of the outbreak, 250 fatalities in 24 hours. In the United Kingdom, the number of cases soaring to nearly 800, and officials say they fear the real number may actually be 10 to 20 times higher. The Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, announcing he will self-quarantine for 14 days after his wife tested positive for the virus after a recent trip to Britain.
I want to be clear, I have no symptoms, and I'm feeling good. Of course, it's an inconvenience and somewhat frustrating.
His wife Sophie thanking well-wishers, saying she'll be back on her feet soon. But tonight, the virus casting an even wider shadow across Europe. The Eiffel Tower and the Louvre closed until further notice. David, here in the UK, more than 200 new cases have been reported in just the last 24 hours. Just a few moments ago, President Trump said that he's looking at these new numbers, and he may add the UK and potentially other nations to that list of banned countries.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.